Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be checking on one of my warehouses. This warehouse is a total of 25,000 square feet, and we've got some cool machines in there. We've got a cardboard baler. With no further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Yeah, so we do all the receiving over here. All the receiving. You see we got our receiving computer right there. Receive everything on the table. If you want to see, we got these cool little machines. How they work is they automatically dispense labels. So you grab one, and this one's really slow. I don't know why. We can play with the speed, but yeah, you gotta play with it to get the setting right. It's a little difficult. But basically, whenever you have to white label stuff and cover barcodes, you take the barcode, the empty one, you put it over the product, and then you grab another one. If you want to be successful, you got to consume a lot of caffeine. It's very important. It's super important. But as you can see, we've been making some progress in the warehouse. This is a bunch of our old clients' inventory from our old location, and we got a 26-foot Penske, put everything in the truck, brought it all over. So we're just sorting through it now. These clients, they were like gated in the product, so they couldn't sell it, but you know. So over here we got our cardboard baler. What this does is it compresses all the cardboard into these 1,000-pound bales, and then we sell those. So instead of having to pay like 800 bucks a month for trash, we get money from our bales. And I'll show you what a finished bale looks like. Actually, I can't do that because we don't have any right now, but they just got picked up like an hour ago. But yeah, so you stuff the cardboard in here, and you want to make sure to avoid getting any jammed up there. It looks like our employees were being a little bit rough with it. Get over here to the control box. Make sure it's on down. Sometimes it's finicky. Hold it down for like 3 seconds, let go. This baler, sometimes you have to like turn it on and off because this was originally a 3-phase baler. And no, I think it was single-phase 480. And we had to rewire the control box to be 3-phase 220 because this electric, these electric panels only go up to 240 or 208 or something like that. So basically we had to change the phasing of it, and we also had to, we had to lower the voltage. But now the control box is a little finicky. But you know, it's held up well. We've had it for 6 months now, no issues, so highly recommend. Definitely get a cardboard baler if you got a warehouse operation. So I'm here with Ivan.
Hi, how you doing?
He's a warehouse manager. Well, what things did we accomplish today at the warehouse?
We got some problem solving done. We had an FTL go out.
Let's talk about that. The FTL, that's our main service offering. So we do like full truckload consolidation. How it works is we have clients that we're able to ship their inventory via FTL, even though they don't have enough volume to do it. So they can have one pallet and we can send it via a full truckload. And if you guys don't know what FTL is, it's a very cheap way to ship into Amazon. So we're seeing that after placement fees, we're able to get clients shipping all in from 20 cents to 50 cents per pound. Sometimes cheaper, but not in most cases. And that's a lot cheaper than non-optimized SPD, LTL, or even optimized SPD. You know, optimized SPD is the second cheapest option, and it normally comes out to between 50 to 60 cents per pound. But we made a breakthrough today that allows us to potentially get that number even cheaper, but we have to do some more research. We ship to a new fulfillment center, and it's a lot closer to us. Previously, we weren't ever able to get this option among all of our client shipments, but we made some changes on the software side to, you know, kind of manipulate Amazon's API and make them give us the specific option. So it's HIA1 instead of LBE1, which is what we normally ship to. So that was pretty good. It's very good. We got Baki over here.
As always.
Why are you dragging around a pallet with nothing on it?
Because when you got SPD shipments, you got to take it all the way down there. And I had 3 heavy boxes, so
I understand. You can't carry it?
I'm gonna break my back.
I see. You're not strong?
Work smarter, not harder.
You're right.
Remember that. Smarter, not harder.
This is very good though. At Irva, we only hire employees with a high IQ level. And this is an example of why, right? So We're working on redoing the office area we have because we're starting to add a new service. We just started it. This was like completely filled with inventory from our other warehouse, but we cleared this space out. We got Colby over here. He's one of our customer support employees. But what we're gonna start doing is we're offering a new service to our customers, and we're gonna start capturing content for them. So like clients that send us, brands that send us inventory, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna have like a green screen set up in here, and we're gonna take pictures and videos of their inventory for them, and we're gonna send it back to them so that they can use for marketing purposes. So, you know, we're trying to provide the most value to our customers that we can. So any small thing that can make our clients' business better for marketing purposes, you know, we wanna be completely hands-on with. So we're gonna build a new team for that, employees just designated to making content for our brands. And we're gonna even be exploring some AI generated content for them. So like where we take pictures with a green screen, plug it into an AI tool, and you know, make some more interactive content. In this room, this is like where if we're out and we get a delivery, like maybe because it's a weekend, we're open on weekends now, but if it's like if it's after hours when we're closed, they'll leave them in here, and this door is locking. So we can open this door, grab all the packages in, but it's still in a room and it's more secure. We've got a camera up there, so that way it can keep track of, you know, any, you know, potential thefts or anything, but it's way better than just leaving the packages outside. Over here, this is mainly our outbound section, so we've got a bunch of outbound pallets. These are all gonna get picked up tomorrow. We've probably got like over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You think what, there's 8 sections. Each section fits 9 pallets. So that's what, 8 times 9 is 76, I think. But we got a lot of double stack pallets in here too, so we're probably working with like over 90 pallets. So, what issues happened today in the warehouse? I know every day there's issues.
There was a couple. I think our biggest one was employees discussing each other's pay and their pay rates.
Okay. How did we handle that? And how did that occur?
It occurred when one of the employees felt as if they were doing more work than another employee, and then they started asking about rates and to see how much they make and if they make more.
Okay. And that employee did get paid a little more, right? The one that felt, no, the employee that felt as if they were doing less work, I mean, they were doing more work, they got paid less, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there was a reason.
They weren't actually doing more, right? They were doing more, but it's a different type of work, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So at each receiving station, we have people that are very well trained on the software and checking items in, our WMS software. And then we also have people that are just doing the prepping and stuff. And the software stuff is a lot more skilled, so we pay a little bit more for that. And it looks like today we had an issue with one of the preppers feeling like he wasn't getting compensated fairly, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, that one's hard because you can't tell employees that they're not allowed to talk about their pay, but it's really not good for their morale. Because like everyone's gonna get paid differently, depending on how long they've been with the company, what their exact title is, what their skills are. Obviously, it's our HR team's job to pay people as fairly as possible.
It's so.
Well, here's the thing about this specific situation, though. Sorry to cut you off, but before we had that lead that was doing the computer work, we had them doing more. But the reason we stopped is because the preppers were making mistakes. So now we also have the lead watching the preppers. So like if we ask them to do more mistakes could happen again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, their eyes are taken off.
Yeah, and mistakes can cost us a ton of money. Like we've had $10,000 mistakes at this company, so we don't want to allow for that to happen because, you know, we were being cheap and didn't have somebody to watch each group of people. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that it kind of just has to be explained to the prepper that this person's doing things different, like has a different role, so they're being compensated differently. And, you know, they've got to understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like that at any company. Everyone gets paid differently at all companies, depending on their role.
Yeah,
So-
everyone usually has a role.
Yeah, if somebody has a different role that gets compensated more, there's probably a reason why.
It was a pretty smooth day. If anything, it was a lighter day, but
We got some of those LTL pallets out, right? All of them, I think?
I don't think about all. I think there's, if anything, a couple left for
Okay.
Estes.
Okay. Very cool.
Um,
But yeah, everything went smoothly.
yeah, it was a good day.
I bet.